What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good day to you. And ESPN Stephen A.Smith made a bold claim about NBA players and the city of Memphis. We're going to talk about that in this segment. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that follow button, and subscribe to the YouTube channels if you have not already done so. Those channels are Kendrick Sports Hustle as well as TFG Sports Media. On Tuesday's edition of First Take, Stephen A. Smith had guests on, that is the Morris brothers. You know, they twin, they played quite a few years in the NBA. And the subject matter of the city of Memphis came up. And Stephen A. would throw a question out to the twin brothers about the city that is the home of Graceland as well, the popular street known as Bill Street. But the twin brothers would throw the question back at Stephen A. This is what he had to say about the city of Memphis.
No, y'all gotta go. You gonna tell folks why nobody wants to be in Memphis, or you want me to do it?
Oh no, for a player like me, I just don't think that the league, like for guys like me, I love to be in Memphis. I embrace it, but you gotta identify those guys, right? And it's not that simple, especially a younger guy to identify that wants to be in Memphis. I want to hear you say, why you think
The people in Memphis is a great sports town, great fans, great people. Yeah. But there's an element there where cats like Jimmy Butler and others don't feel it's the safest environment. I'm talking to the local authorities in Memphis. You got to clean some of that stuff up because it's dissuasive to NBA players. They have talked about it. I know, they've told me.
Again, that was Stephen A. Smith with his theory on why players not wanting to play or even think about going to Memphis as a destination, and he would throw Jimmy Butler's name in that. And according to reports, it's never been confirmed that Butler, when he was looking to get out of Miami, wanted to go somewhere, but it definitely wasn't Memphis. Now, we don't know if that's true or not. Well, my thoughts on this, I think it's a little bit premature for Stephen A. to throw out something like that about a city, and say that NBA players had talked to him. And, Ja Morant, who is the star of the Memphis Grizzlies, he will respond. Basically, he's saying that's cap. If you don't know what cap means, that means that's the young folks' term for lying. And he will respond on X, formerly known as Twitter, and give his thoughts on it. And I would actually look up stats just to see where the city of Memphis ranks as far as its crime. Basically, that's what Stephen A. Smith was alluding to. Now, it's a metro population of over 1.3 million. That is Memphis. It is the second largest metro in Tennessee. The city of Memphis itself, population 618,639 people. That was last taken in 2023. Now, the Memphis crime rate. Now, Memphis does rank number one as the most dangerous places to live. This is according to the U.S. World and News Report. It's number one. Number two, Oakland, California. Number three is St. Louis, Missouri. Number four is Baltimore, Maryland. Number five is Detroit, Michigan. Number seven was Cleveland, Ohio. Number 8 was New Orleans, Louisiana. And number 10 was Pueblo, Colorado. Go figure. So those are the top 10 according to U.S. World and News Report, the top 10 most dangerous cities to live. Now, we all know Memphis has crime. If you watch First 48, Memphis was definitely one of the cities that was on there quite often, and it is crime there. But you can find dangerous crime areas in any large U.S. city you may go. There was large crime. There's some crime in Miami. If you go to the hood, as they say. Matter of fact, in Oakland, as well as San Francisco, as well as Dallas, as well as Detroit, as well as New York, and the list could go on and on. So there's going to be always dangerous portions of a large city in the United States. Now, the thing is, as an athlete, you just probably should stay away from those areas, especially because you could become a target, especially if you wearing a whole lot of jewelry or you driving a fancy car. You stay away from those areas. But for Stephen A. to say that Memphis, is alluding to players don't want to go there because they're afraid, I don't think that's the truth. I think we've had quite a few stars to play in Memphis. And oh, by the way, if you didn't know, Memphis was actually the Vancouver Grizzlies. They moved to Memphis some decades back. But I would like to talk to Zach Randolphs and the Tony Allens and the Mike Conleys And the list goes on. Even Allen Iverson played in Memphis. I would like to talk to some of the players and ask them their thoughts on playing in Memphis. I don't think they have any problems with Memphis. Does Memphis have probably a crime problem? Of course it does. But what city in the United States doesn't? And why wouldn't a player want to go play there? I don't think that's the case, and I think Stephen A. is being Stephen A. And I'm sure Adam Silver ain't really happy about him throwing that out because that's one of the cities that holds, it's an NBA team there. You don't want to ever throw anything out there like that to deter players from going there and from bringing business there. So we're going to see how this story turns out. I'd like to know your thoughts on Stephen A.'s thoughts on players don't want to go play in Memphis because they're scared. Talk to me in the comments. I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.